Welcome back everybody to another video, Sunday update video. Today we're going to be recapping January 2025. It's currently the 2nd of February. And we're going to be talking about what I've done this month and what you've seen from me. So if we have a look at my channel quickly, we can see that I've made 8 videos. You can see here they are, 8 videos. 4 of them have been Sunday update videos, just like this one. And 2 of them have been GB Studio tutorial videos, which I'm glad I got out, because last year I think I only uploaded 11 videos, I think, something like that. And so to have 2 videos in 1 month of an update video, I think that's good going. And my plan is to do that again next month, so stay tuned. You can see here my last video was making a song in GB Studio, remaking a song, a real song, Paul McCartney song that I love. And the plan is that next week I make a video of how you can do something similar, and I'll be showing my techniques, and hopefully you guys appreciate that, because remaking something is the first step towards learning to do it yourself, right? What I did was use some very cheeky techniques of copy pasting, or like visually copy pasting, and I'm hopefully going to teach you how to do it too. And all it does is like practice using the tracker, right? Hopefully you can make your favorite song in GB Studio just like I have. So stay tuned for next week. You can also see here I made a Take It Racing free video, which means I put out Take It Racing free this month. It's just a prototype, but it's probably because there's so much work in a management game, right? There's just so much stats going on that it's hard to change things without it all going wrong, basically. And there's a few things I need to do beyond making a tutorial. You guys all were like, you need a tutorial, and I completely agree. I made a slideshow in that video where I'm talking about what was good about it, what's bad about it, and the changes to make it even better, like solidify the good and erase the bad. So I have it all. I've started a new spreadsheet of tasks since then, and like prioritizing what is absolutely necessary. So I feel like I've gone beyond that video now in my head, which is good. And yes, I'm hoping that maybe next month I'll have an update for it, and maybe what it would be is a reined in version where you're not given as much control. For example, you get to pick the car, the engine, the tires. Technically you get to pick the sponsor and how many laps and everything like that, which is very overwhelming for a new player. So I'll just have a quick race, I think, where you get given a car and you get given a track and the laps, and that's the game. And because it's like a prototype or a demo, then that's what's expected. And I hope that actually makes the experience much cleaner and more fun for new players, and makes them want more, right? If you played it, then let me know what you thought. Obviously, you probably thought it needed a tutorial and you didn't know what was happening, but hopefully that video, I play it, and obviously because I know what's going on, I kind of commentate it, and hopefully you enjoyed that at least. Yeah, so I've made 2 update videos, 8 videos in general, 4 Sunday update videos, a couple of random videos, you could say, and I'm going to do the same next month. I'm going to try and do 2 tutorial videos. I'll do another song. I'll do 4, hopefully, depending on how many Sundays there are in February. I mean, it's only 28 days. What? Do you see this? These balloons? I don't know. I don't know what happened there. But we'll see this again. We'll see this again. We'll do this again. And what else I've also done this month is oil pastels. You can see on the wall behind me, and in this video up here, I talk about my oil pastels, which I've been doing 2 a day. Obviously I've missed a couple days, but that's not the point. The point is to just move forward, right? As long as you don't forget every day, then you are moving forward. And what I've done with these oil pastels is scan them and bring them into Redbubble. So you can buy them if you wanted to and have them on stickers and t-shirts and stuff. But that's not why I did it. I did that because I want to be an artist in some way, shape or form. And obviously I'm a game artist. I make games and I make the art for them. But I also enjoy creating with my hands. So this is a way of doing that. And by sharing it, I feel more like an artist. That was what I was thinking in my head at the start of the year when I set that New Year's resolution. And the way of, when I set my resolutions, I set them as goals, SMART goals, specific, measurable, realistic or relatable, achievable, and timely. So I said every month I'll scan my artworks and then upload them to Redbubble. And anyone can do this. So if you do drawings on a napkin, right, you can scan them and then upload them to Redbubble. And if you wanted to be an artist or you wanted to just share your work, then you can do this too. And I hope that watching my videos and seeing me make games and music and art, it's inspiring you to just take that time every day or whenever you have time to do it too. There's nothing stopping you. I hope there's nothing stopping you. There might be. You might be in prison. Who knows? Who knows who's watching this? Are you in prison? Let me know in the comments below. But you can do what I do. And I hope that by watching these videos, it inspires you to stop overthinking it if you are, and push beyond and share your work. So yeah, another thing I've been wanting to do is make a card game. I've had this card game designed and ready for a long while. I think it was 2 years ago I had a video, and I talked about it in my first video of the year, of making this card game where you're a museum curator and you're battling against another museum curator. If you remember, it had like a tic-tac-toe board, noughts and crosses, where you have to make a diagonal. You're meant to place these cards, and here's the old cards, of green and orange decks. And the idea is that they have numbers on, and so the numbers are actually placed on top of each other in order to stop the line of 3 being created. So it's more complicated, it's more interesting than noughts and crosses. But right now I've got it at this level where it's a functioning game with artwork. Technically, it's got artwork, and it's got all of the correct values and information on it. But it's just not very interesting, it's not very colorful, it's not very themed. And so my next step is to get Adobe Illustrator or the Adobe Suite so that I can make these in a more professional manner, because I like using an Adobe Illustrator, and I think that I need it. I feel like GIMP is great. I use GIMP all the time. It's like a pixel editing software, right? It's image photo editing, but I want to be able to use SVG files, right? Where there's like mathematics, vector files. I want to be able to scale it up or scale it down, right? Without losing data. That's how lossless files work, right? And what that means is I'm going to be buying that so I can also get access to things like Photoshop and InDesign. If you remember last year, I made a book, and it's up on Amazon, where it's a sketchbook. You can come up with your game ideas in, and that's what I want to do again. I want to be more professional, and hopefully I can find a cheap version, because it's very expensive, and that's why I've held off this long. But one of you guys reached out to me, and it encouraged me to think more deeply about getting this game out after they saw the first video of this year. And that really encouraged me to think through the game and get these inspirations, right? I have a board on Pinterest here of inspirations for the artwork. I want it to feel like a museum, like a modern museum. Obviously now, instead of it being amber versus natural, whatever I had in the first idea of the game. It's now museum curating the cultural exhibition versus the natural history exhibition, right? And so I feel like this kind of style of art with modern, bold, and like blocky, it fits the game really well. It would fit the game very well. And hopefully I can do it. This is inspiring me by collecting these references as inspiration. So if you are stuck on a project, definitely find some visual inspiration. Pinterest is great for that. And so let's go back to the beginning and think about reflecting on the month. I feel like I did what I said I'd do. There are a few things I missed, obviously, but the fact I set my goals so high, I had 34 resolutions. A lot of them are very small tasks that maybe for the end of the year, or that aren't really necessary. It's more things that I wrote down just so I wouldn't forget them. And this month has been good. I've made 8 videos, two tutorial videos, which is obviously what my channel really is about. And I released a game prototype, and I made a song. What more do I need, right? It's more than I did last year in January, probably. Can't remember really. So if you enjoyed it, leave a like. Consider subscribing. Or support me on Patreon. I'll put my patrons up on screen right now. And let me know what you got up to this month. How was your January? How was your week? How was your day? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.